my name's BONNEY and I'm on the drums degree Year 2 Performance. Well, I'm a freelance drummer, what's classed as a session musician, which basically means I don't play in a band. I'm not like tied down to one thing, I'm hireable. So like you can find me online, and if you need someone to record, to write drum charts for you, or obviously do live scenarios and stuff like that, then obviously, you know, email me or call me, and then I could be hired to do that. So that's basically what I do. Yeah, I drum for a girl called Hope Murphy. A lot of people probably know her from Britain's Got Talent in 2012. I got into drums through friends. Basically, my friend's dad had a rehearsal space opposite where I lived, and his band would rehearse on the weekends and stuff like that. And I was lucky enough to go over there one day, and my friend sat me on his lap and taught me to hit the toms. And after that, I was in the back of my mum's car, and I was tapping the back of her seat with my feet in time to the songs, and she sort of put two and two together and got me a toy kit, which I did destroy over a couple of weeks. So she funded me to get me a bigger kit to start teaching myself on, which I taught myself up until secondary school. It was my drum tutor in secondary school. I was going for the Brit at the time, and he said, basically, come to ACM. It's better, and you know you're more comfortable there. It's music like focus. The facilities are incredible. So I came here for an open day, applied, and luckily got in. So yeah, and then that's when it all started. Obviously, I came from secondary school straight away. I went on to diploma, and then I stayed on for my higher diploma. I was the last year to do that course before they merged it with a degree, and then I went on to do my degree Year 1, and now I'm in the middle of my degree Year 2. Only with friends and, like, you know, the basic secondary school stuff. I played for my school's jazz band and concert band, which was an eye-opener, seeing as I had no formal training. Just being given piano sheet music, which had no drum score on it, as a map to get through the song, and then sort of listening and just interpreting my own feel on it, which was nice. And obviously just bands with friends, like indie bands in garages and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I did apart from lessons in school. Massively. Like, I obviously being mostly self-taught and not playing any other instruments, I had no sort of harmony training and no theory and stuff like that. So diploma was an eye-opener. It was sort of like a kick up the butt to learn the more theoretical side of music, which was brilliant. And higher diploma sort of incorporated the theory and the performance more. Playing with other people, sort of being put on the spot and not having as much rehearsals, but still being able to pull off like a small gig, which I'd played on this stage, you know, in diploma and stuff like that. And it got me ready for the degree, like, because obviously the degree is more of a real world scenario. Oh, definitely, yeah, yeah, definitely. Opened me up to so many more genres and technique in drumming, even charting music. The first two terms were a good merge in, so like they merged us really well from the higher diploma into degree, sort of, because degree, it sort of feels like everything's thrown in your face straight away in difficulty, which is real world obviously, and it feels like the degree is preparing us for what comes afterwards, just sort of to be on time, you know, learn your part, and more material, because obviously getting work, you'll be having material coming left, right and centre. And the technical side of it, just there was so much opening in the linear and more world music, so a lot of Latin and salsa, and we did a lot of Southern American stuff, and I think that just opened up my drumming, and it helped even the most basic parts. The individual sort of help to each limb was absolutely, you know, outstanding. Brilliant. You know, I can happily say I've got enough drummers on my phone book now that I can call if I ever need a dep for anything I'm doing, and I hope it's the same. And even other musicians, I find myself working with them a lot, and ACM always said to us that your colleagues will probably either be the people you work for or they'll be the people working for you. So it's been nice just to be around other musicians as well, because you've all got the same mindset and you want to go to the same path at the end anyways. The creative musicianship module was the biggest help. Obviously I said about the Latin, stuff like that. We focused on a lot of that. Jazz, everything. Stuff that you wouldn't sit in your bedroom and do because you can't be bothered and you don't think it will help. And you feel that it's going to be boring, but it's not when you actually have a look at it. I had a tutor called Frank Tonto for my creative, and he just opened so many doors. He helped so much. He made it fun, because obviously there's parts to drumming and anything, you know, practice, and it's long-winded, and if you're by yourself, you probably shrug it off your shoulder and just say, I'll make a cup of tea and I'll do it later. Whereas with him, it was very much, learn this part for next week, have it down, you know, to please him and sort of be good was what spurred it on. And as I said, you know, the Latin stuff, it may seem boring, but it definitely wasn't. And I felt better in my playing. I felt more open and like I knew more as well. The jazz was one of them, one of the main things. A lot of people shrug jazz off as just a boring thing to sit there and play, you know, step on the 2 and the 4 or whatever, and just, it's not. It incorporates so much more into everything else and opens so many doors, and I can't explain why, but it just did. Like, practicing it just made my drumming a lot better.